You've reached failure twice already, so you're pre-fatigued going into that last one. It gets pretty brutal over time.
I'm Ebenezer Samuel here with Jeff Cavalier. It is triceps time on Fast Finishers. You want to make sure you end every workout with intensity and aggression. You want to make sure you end on a high note. We're going to show you how to do that when it comes to the muscles right here.
I always talk about not just going to failure, but finding a way to train through failure. And the beauty about the triceps and what we're going to show them today is we can structure a mechanical drop set that's going to allow us to go to failure 3 times in one sequence.
Mechanical drop set, remember that term. We're going to show you exactly what that means for your tris right now. So just like any finisher we're gonna hit, we wanna make sure we hit the 3 E's of our finishers. We want it to be exciting. Triceps can get really, really boring.
I mean, you're talking about a hinge joint that just sort of opens and closes. So finding a way to make that more exciting is always good, but also efficient, right? So you're not having to bounce around. You can get the job done moving from one exercise right into the next.
And at the same time, obviously effective. Like you said, tricep, it's mainly just going to extend the elbow, but we can find some ways to push that to the limit and get the most out of that motion.
Yeah, well, I mean, we also know that it crosses the shoulder, so you do have a chance to hit the long head a little bit preferentially, which we're gonna do in the first part of this drop set.
Well, let's get into it.
So you grab a pair of dumbbells, you lay back, and the key again is sort of the position of the elbows. Basically, a little bit of a slight angle backwards so that we have some more resistance on the triceps in the extended position here. You go back behind you. This is gonna get that stretch, as I just mentioned, on the long head. So by going back and then keeping that extension a little bit behind you, you keep that tension high on the long head. Then when we reach our failure there, you take that all the way till you can't do any more. This is the part that kind of gets fun. A lot of people think they're done and they put the dumbbells down, but that's not necessarily the case. What you do is you just slide the arms forward a little bit. So let's say you reach failure, and now we do a JM press. And this is where you change the target. So instead of being back behind you, the dumbbells just change the target to more at the front delt. You simply fold your forearm back to your bicep, let the dumbbell touch down on that front delt, and then you extend straight back up again. So we're working the triceps even though you just went to failure on the first part of this. Again, this is that mechanical drop set and the efficiency of it. So now let's say you reach failure here, you can't do any more. Again, some would just put the dumbbells down, but we know we can keep the torture coming a little bit longer. You simply go into this sort of close grip press and we add a little bit of tempo factor to it, right? Because sometimes this part of it can be a little bit light, given people tend to press a little bit more weight than they would do in some sort of extension. But you can equalize that by using a little bit of a slower tempo. So you come down, keep the elbows tucked as much as you possibly can, and bring them up and down at that slow pace. It gets pretty brutal over time. And again, you've reached failure twice already, so you're pre-fatigued going into that last one. And then you take that last and final leg of this here to failure.
Yeah, and I can feel it already.
Yeah.
Right there.
So it's a nice, effective way to do this, to hit all 3 heads of the triceps, but do it in a nice flowing way that's efficient, but also, again, something you look forward to at the end of your workout as opposed to just doing nothing.
I think the great thing about this is the versatility of it, because you can use any weight. So I just did that with 25-pound dumbbells. I wound up piling up some reps. I have a really good pump in my triceps just off of that set, but we could have easily picked up, say, 45s or 50s, and I could really try to go heavy on that. I'm not gonna get as many reps, but the entire mechanical drop set still works. So
you don't even need the bench, technically, right?
Yeah.
You just do this right on the floor. You just have to make sure you maintain those same angles.
It's amazingly versatile. I think you can get it in your workouts in a bunch of different ways. We could do it at the end of a push workout. We can do it on an arm day. You can do it at the end of a CrossFit workout. So many applications. People are training more of a movement focus, but want to still get a little bit of extra direct tricep work. This is a great way to finish it, that push workout. Exactly, and anybody who wants big arms, you want to get some direct tricep workout in. So think of doing 2 to 3 sets of this at the end of your workout. Your tricep will be pumped and you will love it.